Janann Harmon is wearing that World Championship glow today at the 2018 Lucas Oil AQHA World Championship Show. I'm Larry Jo Starkey with the American Quarter Horse Journal, your first stop for AQHA industry news, and I'm here today with Janann to find out more about RXzan Honor Jet Fuel. Homebred horse. He's looking fast from his first steps to these fast steps. Tell me about him.
He's a pretty awesome horse. My husband was wonderful enough to send off and get semen for the RXzan Jet horse, so we could, because I always wanted that, and he sent off and got that, and we were there when he was born. We even helped him up, and he's just an awesome horse, and we've watched him grow up, and he's a little bit like a little boy growing up, but he's beginning to mature. He's at the age of 6, so he's beginning to mature a little bit. Yes, my husband's a pharmacist, so every horse that we get, we're going to name it RX for prescription. I mean, for the pharmacy, and that's where we got that. And my dad had a stud horse, which was a Zampar stud horse, and we wanted his name in there because his mother is out of the Zampar bar horse, and then the RXzan Jet horse.
And you call him Jet because he's fast.
The Honor Jet Fuel, because he needed fuel to run fast.
Now, this is not your first world championship.
No, ma'am. Several years ago, I won it on a horse that his name was C.G. Poco Zan Chick. And my daughter also won 2 state youth world championships on the Chick horse, and I won it one year too. And unfortunately, he passed away a couple of years ago, and it forced me into riding Jet, which was a good thing.
Do you remember your run today?
Well, it's kind of a blur, but all I know is it felt really good. And he sat down and turned like he's always, like we did in practice. And usually I get nervous and mess him up, but he fought through it, and he did good today.
He came through when you needed him.
Yes, he sure did.
What makes today's win special?
Oh, it's special just because anytime you can come to the World Quarter Horse Show and win, it makes it special. And I kind of do it in honor of my horse, Chick. And then a good friend of mine used to come out here many years ago with me, and we'd always go together. And she was killed in a car wreck about several years ago also, and her name was Brenda Jackson. And I don't know, we had sweet times out here, so I always remember her out here.
And I hear you're stalling with some more friends this time.
Yes, Lynn and Melanie Cornelius, and we've always gotten along and good friends, and he was the runner-up in this, so it's pretty sweet to have Arkansas first and second in the stake race.
Awesome. Anybody you'd like to thank today?
First off, I'd like to thank God for giving me 2 wonderful horses in my lifetime. I'd like to thank my husband and my mom and dad and grandson for being here, also my daughter and granddaughter for pulling for me at home. And also, I'd like to thank 2 people that's really helped coach me. One is Lane Smith. He trained him for about 6 months, and then another good friend, and her name's Nancy Adney, and she's kind of my mental coach. I need lots of mental help.
Now, when I was out there for the awards, I noticed that your grandson seems to like your horse. Is this really your horse, or is it his horse?
Well, it's my horse, but I have a feeling he may be trying to take him away from me in a couple of years.
Okay. Congratulations, world champion Janann Harmon.